let's get this thing going.
Stand ready for my arrival.
Okay, kick that up.
Check.
Kick that up, check volumes.
Oh. R1.
And off we go. Hey everybody, thanks for joining.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do anything to that.
First order of business tonight is we're going to go rescue that little old 4Case tractor. I keep telling Duke I was going to, and before I forget to do it, I'm going to do it. But I got to get my desk situated because poor planning and such. So, how's everybody doing? There we go. I think that's good enough. Oh, you didn't turn on, did you? What the heck is happening? Oh, I know what's up. I know what's up. There we go. All right, now we can go.
I got him twice. Dang, Brussels got jumped. And then cutscene. Yeah. God, I hate people that just skip for the cutscene.
I think this will all fit on the trailer at once. Of course, the AI is going to be in the way. perfect fit. Oh, we way zoomed out.
Do you want any more before I let the rest stand by the people?
I got smacked in the head with a paper plate. Lady Fafo's auctioning off cheese chips.
Up this hatch. I got this. I already got it. I'm Spider-Man. I got this.
Really? You're gonna cut the corner and then sit there like a fool? All right. What are we waiting on here, people? Oh, Lordy. Hey, Shasta, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I've left this tractor and sprayer out in the weeds for about 2 years. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Oh my, I'm getting irritated at the AI traffic though. AI traffic don't like this trailer, I guess.
I'm Spider-Man.
So you gotta take the long way around.
It's funny because my feet all just look like love around and Spider-Man too. I don't even have one though. Grappling hook.
Why is that so low? Anywho, whatever. It served the purpose. We got the tractor to the house, and that's what counts. Thank you. Not really a Chevy guy, but I do like the mod. It works well, so I make exceptions. I don't think the sprayer needs to go into the garage though. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second. I just don't think we need to have a classic sprayer in with the classic tractors. It is. It very much is. What's happening, Taco? Thanks for stopping in, saying hi. How you doing? There we go. I got a follower and also fellow content creator, Duke Retro Farming. I would have to pull his actual name up. I just know him as Duke, and he's giving me a hard time because I had this tractor stuffed out in the weeds. And as far as the game goes, it's probably been out in the weeds for about 2 or 3 years. So I figured I'd finally bring it home. Hey, right on. I appreciate you coming in. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Operator error. I had the hitch too low. Now it looks better.
I hate it when people will just skip all the cutscenes in games like these. Is this space?
Oh, I want to auto load. Well, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That is I do have old stuff in the lineup, like the 1066. Being the size of operation this is, I do have quite a bit of newer modern stuff, but those up there are like the little trophy collection. That's not a whole lot of honey, but we're gonna go sell it, and then we're gonna take that back to the flour mill, and then I think we're gonna go buy a new harvester. Oh, nice, a first timer. So it's all fresh to you. That's awesome. Run this up to town, and we'll run the trailer back to the flour mill. And we need to buy a root crop harvester. Absolutely appreciate you stopping in and checking it out.
It's not quite a volatile.
Oh, okay, okay.
Anyways, if I see a volatile out here, or when we're going around, I'm gonna box it. And by little baseball bat.
We're just gonna hope that no traffic hits us because you can't see at that corner. And we're gonna cut through the dealership here real quick.
Down your D-pad.
Yeah, we're nothing fancy here, but we do our best. Oh, my bad.
Hello, sir. Like, got it. Dang. Oh, come get some.
I know I remember your gamer tag, but who is it?
What do you mean they'll tell me? Tell me.
Was it Shield? Shield Maiden? Or Farm Trucker? That's what's sticking in my mind as I've seen your gamer tag, or not your gamer tag, your YouTube handle in their chats. I can't wait to get this trailer off this truck. Traffic acts so dumb. Oh yeah, it's my little guy, um, and he's in with his kid, with his boys, his friends, and he gets a little loud sometimes. But one of the things that I've decided in this adventure is I'm not going to disrupt the house, um, just to do the streaming or whatever. And if he's too loud, let me know. If he's coming through too loud, we do have to remind him sometimes to lower his volume. As much as I would like to trust the mirrors on this, oh yeah, no, it's just solo tonight, and it's short stack back there playing with his buddies. What's happening, Hodge? Exactly. Exactly. And when you get in a chat party like he is with 3 or 4, it's just pure chaos. So I try to teach him how to adjust his volumes and to adjust his vocal volume, but it doesn't always work. I'm just trying to get enough space to get the trailer in here, guys. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, seems like everybody's having a little rough time. Well, I hope things settle down and pan out for you, Hodge. I hope things settled out.
They only have a chunk of my HP.
I'm not going to pry into details, nor do I expect any.
1,220. So I don't hear what
Oh, okay, Taco. Gotcha.
Already on the building. Hi guys, how y'all doing? Oh my god, there's so many. The Fight Club in here.
Did I ever
There's a Fight
finish?
Club.
Did I ever start?
The Volatile Fight Club.
Houston, we may or may not have a problem here. It's not bad for a Chevy.
Hi guys.
I'll give it that. In real life, I'm not a Chevy guy. We're going to do a little flying here real quick. Okay, I did finish this. Let's, of the places to live, I think that's a pretty... Now, forgive my ignorance because I've never been to the Caribbean. I just know of the Caribbean as a tourist or, lush, nice place to be. I'm sure, like everywhere else, there's places that aren't so, but I don't think Caribbean's a bad place to be, is it?
Where we need to be. He can teleport y'all.
I'm stuck in the, I don't know, what would you call it? The belly button of the United States, right smack dab in the middle. All right, so the reason I stopped at this field is I was kind of thinking I didn't get all the sorghum harvested. I was almost certain that I had to stop back in here and finished it up,
Hey, Gecko.
but I didn't know if I remember to save or not. So we got a bunch of stuff to move from here, but it's not high on the list, but it needs to be because I need those 2 semi-trailers empty. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go buy a red beet harvester, and we've got 2 fields, this one and the one on the other side of the trees that we need to harvest. Hey Duke, you missed it, brother. You missed it. If Shasta Pop is still in here, she can attest to it, and I believe Taco saw it too. But I finally rescued that. MT. That actually sounds awesome, Taco. Nice little restaurant. Living in paradise. I'm going the wrong way because I'm thinking about having a nice little restaurant in paradise where it's not 0 degrees Fahrenheit. We gotta get a semi. We're gonna stop at the shop. We're gonna do our. Hey, there we go. Even better. We're in the top end of the tornado belt. A couple years ago, tell me if this isn't the most rural America thing you've ever heard. A couple years ago, I was standing on the front porch, drinking a Busch Light, and listening to a tornado go past us about 1.5 miles to the south. You know what chaps me the worst about that, Duke? Is is the way it disappears. You'll spend a whole lot of time plowing the property, plowing your driveways, making it look nice, thinking out your layout and where you're going to push your piles. And then, lo and behold, it just melts away. The tornado missed us to the south, so I don't think I was getting punished. But yeah, I have a theory on that, Taco. When you drink a 6-pack or whatever, I just don't see, like in working season, I'll drink a 6-pack potentially a night. I'm not, you know, wild and crazy like my younger years. And for something that you're gonna let right back out, I go with the cheap stuff. Ivy, welcome. Thanks for joining.
I remember the sushi restaurant that was R15.
That vanilla porter in the refrigerator sounding good though. Oh, see, now that makes me want to. That makes me want to try it because
Let's see how
I
expensive
bet I
it
could do
actually
something besides make a mess. All right, we're gonna go with this Terrados T440 multi-harvester because it does red beets, and I don't. We're gonna look at the. Oh yeah, no, nope. This thing can stay right here in the shop.
We'll get their actual. Did you see their actual
I do not like that machine at all.
Ask Jackson.
Better living through mods. All right. Well, we could make it so we never have to stop the harvester. Right on, Duke. Right on. I think I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna let chat decide. Do you want uh, nonstop red beet harvesting, or do we want to have to unload every once in a while? I went to Irish Retro Pub in Disney World and asked for a Bud Light. Oh, I don't think the Irish make anything. There's the punchline. Yeah, no, if I'm going out and I'm drinking to, if I'm drinking for the flavor, I'll get something a little more sophisticated, if you will. But if I'm just drinking to cop a buzz after work, I'm just going with the cheap stuff. Holy smokes, we can have 5,000 horsepower. All right, chat, we going with unrealistic capacity, or are we going to confine ourselves to 60,000 liters?
Okay, but guys, I found something out in the shooter game. Apparently, if you click on a weapon that you don't own, once you spawn in, that weapon appears.
I did see that today, Ivy, the Vulture Harvester. Unrealistic, that's what I'm thinking. But how deep into the unrealistic do we want to go? I don't know the yield of red beets in 22.
Okay, but guys,
I think we'll go 2.5 million should be a safe and sane number. Yeah. We'll go with that. And we're going to go with the 5,000 horsepower. Oh, hold on. 200 mile an hour. Jeez. No. No. We're not doing 200 mile an hour. It's a spaceship on wheels. All these speed. Uh, I think you have a lot more training than I do, Taco. Oh my goodness, all these colors. Old case red, red check. We'll try that. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I think, yeah. So 49 mile an hour top speed. I don't know if that's working speed, but I sure don't want to jump in the field and go be rocketing across it at 200 mile an hour. That's not my jam. You can't steer that worth of nothing. All right, we're buying that. $230,000. Good thing we got that 3.6 million from selling the compost. All in one standard. 12 mile an hour. That's a good speed to go across the field, I think. Yeah, well, it's got 5,000 horsepower, so I don't know. uh, I got 25 years construction, and it's taken a lot to not give in to copious amounts of alcohol. But I will tie one on once in a while. I learned a long time ago to uh, get my buzz quick, and then it's cheaper to maintain. Also, it's usually a train wreck if I get super drunk. Um, no, it is not. And neither's my mind. Are you never drunk or are you never sober? That is not the color I want. That's not the color I want either. Where's that case? Or what did I have on there? I had red satin. That's where we go. What's happening, Michigan? Yeah, I try not to go to that extreme, but sometimes it sneaks up and slaps you and goes, oh, well, I guess I'm going. That's a good plan. Oh, all right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm buying this. And then we're going to go ahead. Does that header cart I am getting a collection up here. I am getting an absolute collection. And thank you, Mr. Michigan. Appreciate you. I've stopped smoking probably 15 times, and the latest was just when I got laid off. So, congratulations to you, Taco. 37 years and just kicking it. That's the way to do it.
What is that for?
I don't really feel like buying a trailer and oh, AI, never mind. I'm gonna buy the trailer. Oh, what got you, Michigan?
Like where? Let me see what it looks like in game.
Just flu or just playing the Duckies? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out as much as you can, though.
Oh my god, Roasty.
Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Oh. So not to be too gross, but for the last 3 weeks, I feel that pain. It hasn't brought me down yet.
Okay, but do they actually
But
turn
anytime
into
I blow my nose, it's nothing but blood. Time of year with the cold temperatures and low humidity. I'm a little nervous about this rig. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm not. Let's get the header trailer moved a little bit. Tell me we got a hitch on this thing. Okay. I don't need to move that at all yet. I need to detach from that. Stop whipping the camera around if I'm in first person. Make less people dizzy. All right, Hodge, take care of business, buddy. 85 seems a little warm to me, but I think I could get used to it. This thing accelerates like crazy. Well, are you gonna hop into your home or are you gonna just sit there? I mean, that is where it goes, isn't it? Or does it go on the other side? I'm gonna stay nice and warm in the 70-degree room that I'm in, though, Hodge. Do I have that on the trailer backwards? We're gonna find out as soon as I go to pull it. I think it might be on the trailer backwards. So obviously this is the first time I've used this mod. Of course you're not gonna give me the angle I want. Alright. Fork truck, come here. Sometimes you just gotta use brute force to get your way. I think negative 15 is actually somewhere in the 20s. I'd have to double check. But I don't have my phone in here, so I can't do a... I can't do anything without my phone. You got an extra room, Taco? We're all gonna go down to Tacos and hang out. Alright, this thing at 50 miles an hour is gonna be ridiculous. We still need to get those trucks empty, or those trailers empty. But not as big of a concern with 2.5 million liters of capacity. Let's look at what we got going on back here. Make sure we're on the right side. Oh yeah. Alright, so I don't know anything about these fields, just bought them not that long ago. I guess I should have taken the time to to fertilize them when I bought them, but I think they were already ready to harvest, so it wouldn't have done no good. Yeah, I think the 850 horsepower is going to be plenty with the way the still give you I guess what I'm trying to say is still give kind of a realistic feel with the terrain. I can't stand a flat map. There's no character in it for me.
Because they more exploitable stores out there. I mean, not because they are more exploitable stores.
A lot of big stones in this field too. 12 mile an hour, not 13. So I bought the header that keeps the speed at realistic, or the lowest speed headed. I got some big old boulders on the field. So the first two passes got me 24,000 liters of red beet. So it's going to be a fairly high yield field. High yield field. I think so. We tentatively planned. Lady Feffo was asking me when we are doing something with that Alma build that we had for the crop circle crew, and I think tentatively Saturday we're gonna go ahead and go on there with our farming with Midge, and we're gonna kind of continue that storyline and that angle with that build, the small homestead type farm operation. She's asked a couple of times if we were going to do anything with that Alma build, and I still have it. I was like, I don't know, it's just sitting there. She asked me tonight, can we do something with it? I'm like, well, what do you want to do? She's like, didn't you write it down? I actually did for once. But yeah, so farming with Midge Saturday is going to be on the Alma map, Alma, Missouri. I'm gonna play with the old school iron and that little poor broke farmer build that I got there, and see what we can do with that. Excuse me a second. All right. It is pretty satisfying. And with help, it won't be as bad. All this map is basically solo work. So, and I've got huge fields, so huge fields mean big toys. I do like being able to go to the store and just drop $500,000 when the urge strikes. Maybe at some point we'll get to that on the Alma map, but I've been kicking around doing like a start from scratch type situation on something. I keep looking for a map, but I'm not really finding one that really strikes my fancy. I'm still searching for a good map. Because to be honest with you, it's really Riverbend, I don't know. I don't know how much more I can do to Riverbend. I've never been a huge fan of that map, but yeah. Well, you got to spend it before the tax man gets his hands on it. Always show loss. Always. I mean, let's look at the financials here real quick. If I remember how to get to them. Quick gas pedal. Alright, so we have to scroll down. Oh, is it in? It's in this menu. Where is it?
Nah, do the most cursed emo you can find.
Alright, please hold while I reroute my brain. Where is the... Oh, right there. Duh. Always make sure you get plenty of red in your financials. Is that PC only, Michigan? Are you teasing me with PC only material again? Okay, okay. Larson Farm. Whoa, Farmer Donkey. Welcome to the swamp, Donkey. I won't kick you out. You're welcome in my swamp. Wait a minute. Family friendly. Yes, so nobody would ever insinuate anything otherwise. How are you, sir? Mr. Donkey? I don't know. What do you want me to call you?
That combination of every single character that is in
What shall I call you, Donkey? Donkey? How are we doing on our capacity? Oh, we're plenty fine. This thing accelerates rápido. Muy rápido. Well, okay, two very, very good points. Oh, gee, Duke, you made me miss the line, you son of a bitch. Go get some rest, Michigan. I very much appreciate you, brother, but go rest your head. Do that whole head over the boiling pot, hot shower, snorking, hawking, pain pills, and rest. You too, Ivy. Thank you so much for stopping in. Very much appreciated. Have a great night. Did I just... What the... Icky? So instead of just lifting the head, I decide to fold it. Brilliant. Hey, you have a good night, Taco. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was great chatting with you. Very much appreciated. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Well, that person I was gonna ask about was a safe character.
There's no rhyme or reason to the way I'm doing this field, other than getting it picked up out of the dirt. So we've already got 131,000 liters off of this field. I think I'm glad I went with the 2.5 million liter capacity. Alright, let's start cross-hatching this thing. I think so. Well, which game, Donkey? For 22 or 25? I think a pack just came out recently that's got some, but I can't remember. Oh. Um. Well, depending on what texture you're trying to get, Gaming Joy has those bi-silos, and one of them has that rusted patina option. Or if you want to try to steal, well, not I don't steal, borrow, reuse. I don't know what the correct term is. Um, there is the fuel barrels. There's some fuel barrels that one is a rusted and patinaed look to it. I don't know if you can take that and then expand it into what you need. Okay. All right, Michigan. Thanks so much, man. Have a good one. Hope you get to feeling better. See, Duke, don't ever let anyone tell you that it is not good or healthy to be a aficionado. Or hoarder. I don't know. Hoarder doesn't really fit because you willingly share your information, so that doesn't really fit. But you get the idea. Also, I've been in negotiations with Lady Fafo, and it's starting to seem like a PC might not be out of the question. Kind of getting that feel that maybe I'm not as far away from having one of those as I think. But if I get a PC, then I'm gonna like have to hire an IT person just to hold my hand so I don't break it. I think I just had a bird fly through the cab. That's some great graphics. So I got 233,000 liters of red beets in the machine right now. And looks like I'm missing some back there, but we're not going to get too picky. If you see how that texture is right there, there's like 3 sugar beets in that much space. Or not sugar beets, red beets, but as far as I'm concerned, same difference. And there's no shame in having a few thousand mods, Duke. That makes you an aficionado. Well, hello, Mr. Majors. Welcome, welcome. We're doing some kind of realistic, kind of not red beet harvesting tonight. At least that's the onset of the night. We got these 2 fields that we're going to hit. And if we're feeling spritey and we go long enough, we might do some mulching. Yeah, you think I'm bad on console, Majors. Wait until I get my hands on a PC. That's gonna be something else. So what's Majors up to tonight? I mean, really, all I'd have on the PC would be maybe some YouTube streaming stuff. Well, obviously, I would have to have the YouTube stuff on there for streaming. But then the game and mods. What's happening all about? How you doing tonight? We're doing some kind of realistic red beet harvesting. Oh. Now is that Grand Tour, how are you playing that one out? Are you doing that in a recording or is that something special happening? If you can divulge information. I kind of took the last 4 days, 3 days, and stepped away from socials, so kind of disconnected from everything. No Duke. Back in 98. So, back in 98, it had been simple for me to have a gaming PC. And the reason being is, in 94, my old man lost his job. He used to work on a 5-color printing press, making advertisements for like Eagles and stuff that would go in newspapers. And then they did other stuff too, but his company got bought out, and shortly after that they decided that this, where he was working, wasn't in their plans to keep going. They wanted the 5-color web press that was in that plant, or whatever you want to call it, in that facility, so they shut the doors. So he went back to college for computer tech. So in 98, it would have been a lot easier for me to get my hands on a gaming PC than it is now, because he had all kinds of stuff. Ah, right on, Mr. Mages. Well, I will when I probably, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, it's not set in stone that she's going to let me get one, but at the same time, it's not as ruled out as it once was. And I kind of would rather be back to work before I start chucking money at stuff. So, and honestly, I got other things that need money, way more important things that need money this summer than building a PC. But we'll see. I have got to get this house painted this summer. House painted, and no. Yeah, it is and it isn't. So I've got to get. There's like four or five windows that I need to get some TLC on the window frames and sill plates, and then I need to start getting the exterior repainted. We got old wooden siding on a 1904 house, and I'd rather not get water in to the walls and have things start rotting out. So there are other things that are going to take precedence. I don't know why I couldn't have my dream house be a, ranch. But no, I needed to have an American Foursquare that's 3.5 stories tall. Just had to. Alright, so that field gave us 307,046 liters and 12% capacity. Really, that cheap? But how bad are the graphics going to be? I don't want to go back to 1981 or 83 or whatever, whenever Coleco came out. I guarantee you I'm going to run into an AI car in this narrow. I'll be damned I didn't. Alright, this field's bigger. And it seems to be yielding better. See, the thing is, Duke, I don't have a flippin' clue. I'm gonna need tech support. Because honest to God, man, I don't know anything. I stopped paying attention to computers. Oh, well, about 98, 99. Not that I'm aware of. Desert Ox, you say? Let me write it down. I got my notepad, I don't have my phone. Alright, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm gonna need tech support, donkey. Duke is telling me to grab up bits and pieces of computers and then start slapping shit together and build one. It's that fear of the unknown. It's not really the fear of the unknown, it's a fear of a hatred of wasting money. I don't want to do something and then have it not be what I need to do and then be all jacked up and waste my time and money. So another hobby where I've got thousands of things just laying around the house. It actually sounds fun. Hey, I'm using my left farm stick. I have beat my head against the steering wheel enough that I'm finally getting smooth with it. What really chaps my ass is having that side panel sitting over there. I'm not going back to 19. The graphics are too horrible. I can't stand them. And especially after I saw what the graphics were on 17. How did they go backwards so badly? You know, I respectfully disagree. I love my left stick. Is it as useful as I would have liked it to be? No. But for what it does and what it adds to the controls, it's totally worth it to me. One of the things in operating heavy equipment is you always make fun of the guy that's a one-stick operator. He can only concentrate and figure out one stick at a time. And when you're running the controls on controller, that's all you can do. I want to be able to lift up and pull in or push out, and I can't because control pattern. Yeah. Yep. No, I don't understand why they wouldn't. It's, you know, we've said it, and do we somehow have? Can we reach enough people to get a petition for them to put what is in base game PC menu, which is button binding? Is there a way that they would actually listen to the consumer and give us button mapping? This really sticks in my craw now because I know it's base on PC. It's in their main menu. It's at startup. It's like, what? That Pacific, what the hell? That Pacific Rim or whatever, that the one game that I did a stream on. There's like, you can change all your bindings, you can change all of the game settings, and FarmSim won't let me remap my controls. Yeah, I'm thinking if we actually got a petition, if we sent it through the farm sim community and enough people got on board with it. No, Duke, I'm not rewiring the controller because I can't. I suppose I could if I stared at it long enough. And if I have too many more sticks go with stick drift, I might start learning, because I've got a bunch of controllers laying in the drawer that I've robbed parts from, ribbons and trigger pads. So it can't be that hard to undo the sticks and put it together. I definitely would. If I could jailbreak it and get key bindings. That was a whole flock of birds that just came up out of my... Oh, well, okay. Yeah. It's just, it makes no damn sense. You can't even adjust dead zones on console. So if you... No, you can't adjust dead zones. And that's why in 25... in 25, if I'm in a skid loader and I'm on the steering wheel, you're going to see the steering wheel go zzz, or the skid loader goes zinging around. And the excavator does it too, because they have the ability to turn on themselves with no directional input. But they made adjustments in the controls on Giant side, which makes the steering wheel hypersensitive. And if I could, adjust my dead zone, I could take that problem out, but no. And the only axis you can flip is in camera. You can't flip actual control axes. At the same time, I kind of get it because, okay, and I'll say it, it's not going to be a popular opinion, and then you PC guys are going to chuckle a little bit. 10-4, Major. Some of the console community has less sense than The Rock. Less sense than that rock right there. I'll admit it. And so they'd go to bind their keys and wouldn't be paying attention or something, and all of a sudden they'd be filing complaints with Giants that, oh, you broke my game. Kind of tired of pandering to to the weakest mental statuses sometimes. Yeah, I have that answer in my head, donkey. But they pander to the mental midgets. Majors, yep. You and I have talked at length about that. I by far am not the smartest fella, but I am far from the dumbest. If you question that, just go to a god dang farm sim group in Facebook. Oh, bless them. Well, I am wishing you luck, Mr. Donkey. Yeah. Do you still have that PS2, Duke? No habla. I wish you well, Mr. Donkey. I hope it goes smoothly. Nice. I still kick myself in the ass for, I had a PS1 and some games snugly tucked away in a box. And we were moving downstate. And my truck had broke down, so we were throwing out anything that wasn't necessary. And the box with the PS1 and the games went right in the trash can. There wasn't a thing wrong with that console either. Worked, it had all the cords, all the controllers, the games, memory cards, and I ain't never gonna use it, funk. Very unhappy about that decision. I am going to give me just a second here. I got exactly. If I could go back in time, I would definitely not throw it out. Let me get this here. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say hello to our friend with the language I don't know, but yeah, it's a game. The PC's fighting me. I can't read the name well enough. Okay, go take care of your puppy. I take care of the red beets. Let me get up here. But hello, Cypri. I know I'm slaughtering that, but I'm trying. So that's where that's at. Unfortunately, I am your standard issue American, and I only know English. Of course, controller battery's low. Why wouldn't it be? What's happening, Mama Bear? Thanks for hopping in. How you doing tonight? No, I got my chat all jacked up. There we go. I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. Thank you. All right, Duke, thank you so much, sir. You have a good night, and I'll see you later. Oh, that's a rough spot in the map. We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that. So we'll go over landscaping and down to soften. And we're just gonna get rid of that horrible bumpy bump. And that should do it. Nope, not tonight. We are going to be on Saturday, though. I don't know what time we're going to make it on, but Saturday we are going to resurrect the Alma, Missouri save that we were using in the Crop Circle crew. She was asking me about it. She's asked me a couple of times if we're going to do anything with it, and then today. She's like, can we do that for our stream this week? Well, I suppose. So we're gonna get that. Gonna bring that back. She likes the Riverbend well enough. However, she told me, she's like, yeah, the Alma is ours. The Riverbend is kind of just yours. Fair enough. Yeah, as I said earlier, I kind of stepped away from all socials this week and just took a little bit of a break. And I think, well, starting from here, we're gonna make another hard push and try to get some content and a lot more lives. And we're gonna see what we can do with the Alma map. I think we're gonna try to keep it small, though. I think we're gonna try to keep it that homestead feel, if that makes sense. Because that's got the older equipment and the more heartland feel to it, not mega farm. Heading up, babe. All right. Love you. I agree, Donkey. I think it is going to be awesome. We're going to keep with kind of the premise of what it was built on, only, continuing the story. They've been hitting it pretty hard this week, haven't they? I've seen a lot of notifications for them. Like I said, I was having a little me moment, so there wasn't enough me for anybody else. I see you finally got that bear, Mama. In Farmer's Life. Oh, naturally. I might pop on tomorrow and play that for a while. I'm finding it really difficult to get anything done in any of my things just because I don't know. Like for that, I want to play that through in lives and not like, advance my standings. Oh, did you? Nice. What do you think of it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I might pop that on tomorrow. I want to play it, but like I said, I don't want to advance my save. Without it being witnessed. Cool, cool. We are just over 600,000 liters of red beet. I don't know what I'm going to do with this red beet. I think I'm just going to sell it. I don't have any production that takes it, but I'm also not one to plow a crop under, so I think this is all going for sale. What's happening, Bad Pumpkin? Welcome to the wild and mystical world of Iowa Plainsview FS22, where I've put these people through the tortures of red beet harvest.
That's a war crime.
It is a war crime.
That fucking
Hey, mouth. Listen here, mouth. They do. And that's why I can't leave it. Not until I get the beans. That and Celebuki did an amazing job, even though this is an outdated version of the modded map. Did an amazing job on this map. But I was 1,500 hours in, and then he did an update that required new save. And I wasn't ready to quit, and I wasn't entertaining the idea of rebuilding, so. Alright, so anybody that's done red beets on 22, what can they be used for? Is there something I should... production I should look into, or should I just sell them? What? Well, let's just take a look. Shut this off so we save fuel. And do productions. Oh wait, this doesn't give me the list of available ones, it just says the ones that I have. Un momento. Yeah, I think the soup is just 25, but let's see what we have. Factories. Preserve Food Factory. Well, I'm not eating 16 slots for that. Oh, there is a soup factory. It's in the premium expansion. That makes sense because that's when the red beets and parsnips and carrots came in, isn't it? Yeah, I think we're just selling them. I forgot that those were in the paid DLC. I've got them and I barely use them. The only things I really use that I can say right off the top of my head from DLC is stuff from the Silverwood or Silver Run map, the iron ore mine, and I can't ever remember the name of the darn things, the logging tools. Yeah, Kubota for the passenger. Which, to tie that to a passenger, or to a DLC was wild to me. But I already had the year one pass, so it didn't matter. Alright, Bad. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Noom. Is it that time already? It is. I didn't realize it was 10 o'clock already. We've officially hit after hours gaming. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Television commercials of my childhood. Nice. Thank you, Mama Bear. Maybe I should have got the 200-mile-an-hour harvesting tool. Alright, we're going to make one more pass up this way, and then we'll go back to the diagonal. At least I got the high capacity, so we don't have to watch me unload and haul. There, that'll make turning around easier. It's like my comfort map. When 25 was still buggy when it came out, I almost didn't even buy 25, honestly. I just was on the fence about it, and then what finally really pushed me over was the steering assist, and I wanted to have the better graphics. But when it was buggy, I just came back to 22. Unfortunately, at the same time, I was fighting a mod conflict in this save that would randomly drop whatever tractor I was driving through the map. And if I was lucky, it would only drop the tires down and stick the machine or the truck. And if it was a really bad one, it would just drop through the map and disappear. So I was fighting that. Thank God I got it taken care of, though. I don't know that I found the root cause, but I found what it was conflicting with. And of all things, it was the A2 Studios, the service beds pack. For whatever reason, as soon as I deleted that off of the save, I stopped falling through the map. But like I said, I don't think that was the root cause. It was just a contributing factor. Because I'd had it on the map for quite a while and never had any issues. But then somewhere in an update of it or something else, it started acting weird and almost made me mad enough to delete the save. But in some ways I prefer 22 over 25 even to this day, because it's not a crapshoot. They're not in there messing with things. The things that they have broke on 25 aren't broke over here. Steering wheel doesn't act a fool. Unfortunately, my farm sticks don't work on 22. I do like how much time you save with Unreal Capacities. Because I would have filled all 3 of my semi-trailers by now and needed to empty. Because we're sitting at 760,000 liters. But because I have 2.5 million capacity, I don't have to worry about it. What's he playing on? Is it Coffee Challenge? Okay. You're gonna have to refresh my memory on, did Goldcrest come to 25 or is he on 22? Okay. Right on. Yeah, I like hanging out when I can catch them in the morning there, and kind of a good way to get my head moving and just get the day started is the old why not stream in the morning from 9 to 11. I know he's Eastern time, so it's 10 to 12 for him. Yeah, he's been doing those night streams. I haven't been able to catch his night streams. But he sure does like that Alaskan truck simulator, doesn't he? All right. So I got 801,323 and 2 hours and 14 minutes on the stream. So that's not bad. That's not too bad at all. 2 fields, 2 hours, 800,000 liters of product. Now, let's take a look at where it sells the most at. I'm probably going to pass it too. Let's see here. That's not a very good price, is it? Top is $3.50 per thousand. Do we spend the money and buy a soup factory? My gut tells me no. I don't want to wait for soup to be produced. Alright, so let's see where this one is. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. I'm going to show you how we do this one. We don't even have to pay for trucking. Just going to snake our way over onto the gravel road. Hopefully, without snagging a tree. And it looks like we might be ready for some grass cutting. It is ready to harvest. More silage. Hopefully I make it across this bridge. If I don't fit across the bridge with this header, then I'm kind of in a pickle. There we go. Rubbin's racing, right? I don't really know. I didn't extend the auger. What are you talking about? But why won't it fold back up? Huh. Okay. We broke it. So let's unfold that. Maybe it's having a fit because that's folded up. Well, I can tell you one thing. This thing is going right back to where it came from and getting sold. I guess I could have just looked at the hour meter. So we got the 2 fields done and unloaded in an hour, 1.7 hours. And the pipe is already broken. So we're going to slide over here. We're going to grab the header trailer, take the whole unit back, and sell it back to the store. Because nobody needs or wants this level of trouble. The bigger I win. Yeah, I don't know why that's not going in. Now it's over at the door. Wow. Wow. $24,000 to repaint for 1.7 hours of work. Make that make sense. Yeah, it is. Safe to say I lost my ass on this one. I would say that was pricey. What is all this stuff I got laying around here? I keep buying stuff out of the used market. Yeah. Might as well take this to its home. It only goes 12 miles an hour. That's a little gross. I probably would have been better off to get the semi. Got a lot of iron to move too. No, something random that I thought about and I've talked about before, but I've never showed it. So, can't remember. Donkey, I think it was you, but I might be wrong. We've had discussions before about the way trees are and having to landscape down to get the stump. When he built the map, he builds the tree down under the ground. This is an American elm, but all that's sticking out is the top branches. So there's a whole trunk down under the ground. So sometimes when you think you've stumped ground, you haven't. And I ran into this when I was building my quarry and the pit. I would run into just this random tree that was still stuck in the map. But he does that to give it more body at the ground level, so it looks fuller, but it can be a real pain in the ass. All my play toys. Let's check the sawmill while we're here. Alright. So I think we're out of wood. I gotta go over to the trigger. No? What do you mean out of space for wood planks? There's only 2 out. How many's in there? Oh. There's 15 pallets in there. 15 pallets in there. And... Alright. I do believe. I gotta remember how to use a real forklift again. Oh, God bless it. Come on. Lock in. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. And extend. There you go. And narrow. There we go. I think this is where they drop. It's been a while since I've done my... It's been a while since I've done my production, so bear with me as I refigure it out. I could have swore it was that door. Okay. At some point... Yeah, I know. I could turn on triggers and know exactly where it's at, but what is the fun in that? I think that's what I'm going to have to do, though. Oy vey. Okay, so... Oh. Whoa. I'm flying. Oh, let's see if I can do it again. Right there. Grab it. There we go. I'm just goofing around now. There. And that's how you fly in 22. Alright, I'll stop screwing around with that. Let's turn those pesky triggers back off. Starting to make a mess over here. Gotta be about out of pallets. Oh, where's the dang information? There it is. Alright, so we are full on pallets in there. That worked out alright. Trying to remember if I can get the forks under these trees and have them hold. No, really? Get over there in the sail point. Alright, Donkey. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Have a good night. I'm probably going to wrap up here pretty quick, anywho's. My wake up schedule and whatnot. I'm trying to keep it for when I go back to work. See what we can jam in there real quick and see what else we can get on these forks and send it into the mill, and then I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the evening. There we go. At least I got that trigger right. So this thing on? Yeah, okay, good. It's off. And you come back with the. Yeah, we'll probably bring the flatbed truck up for those pallets of furniture. I think that's only stage 2 growth. I should come over here and get my soil testing done. Oh, excuse me. Get my soil testing done and see if I can get some fertilizer on it before it hits stage 3. Must be in the jerry can. That mod's coming back for 25. The land clearing mod. Kind of happy to hear about that. Poplar's finally popping up nicely. Not quite ready for harvesting yet, but look how thick and lush that is. I might start using poplar for decorative purposes. They make a nice property line break, I think. Oh dear. What is my trailer doing? What? Alright. Weirdo. Did I buy that field or not? Let's see here. then yes, I did buy it. The only one I haven't bought yet is the cotton. That is... Ah. We're just going to fix that right now. There we go. We own the map. I've got to remember to get up here and do some soil testing on these and maybe get some fertilizer on them before the month changes. Nitrogen is perfect. That's good. pH is perfect. Can't go wrong with that. Let's run over there real quick and look at that cotton field. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I did do the testing on the cornfield, and I gotta get testing done on the cotton field. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Area around the pond could use a cut again. All right. Well, I do believe that I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. And, yeah, until next time. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to try to get some Farmer's Life during the day. And then Saturday, it's Farming with Midge on our Alma, Missouri save on FS25. and I'll make up the rest of it as we go. So, again, thanks so much for hanging out, coming in, and watching. And if you haven't, please don't forget to leave a like. And until next time, folks, have a great night or a great day, whichever side of the planet you're on, and take care. All right, guys. Bye.